Here's a 5-minute piece of engaging content that every B2B company should be making today. I call it the tech stack post. Basically, what tools do you use day to day? What are products you love and why? So let's take a look at 4 different posts across LinkedIn and Twitter and see what we can learn from them. So let's start with Alex Lindahl's. He's a go-to-market engineer at Clay, and he's basically hey, I've been in sales for 15 years. Here's my tech stack. He outlines a pretty broad scope of things. So let's say email to calendar to design, obviously calling out assembly for LinkedIn posting. This is really great, especially because then he'll start to engage in a conversation with other people on, hey, like I use Perplexity, what do you use, etc. The second example is from the founder of Leap API. His name is Alex, and he's also a user of assembly. He does something interesting where he kind of goes across really another broad swath of things, such as, from app to automation to CRM, etc. This got a ton of views, 60,000 views. And a lot of the companies under it started, we obviously posted Supabase, engaged. Clearly this is where kind of like their customer base is, so it worked really well. The third example is from Brandon, another customer of Assembly. He's the head of marketing at Runway, which is a finance platform you don't hate. He really targeted the marketer, so focused on the marketing tech stack. So he didn't go as broad, but really went to exactly what they're using from like HubSpot to Zapier all the way to Assembly, and also ended with the anything else we should be checking out. I think this one's also great because it, adds this fun GIF that makes the post more engaging. So here's the last example that I'll show. This is from Chris, the founder of Relate. He actually points out 10 tools that Relate uses for their sales process, and it's actually using and calling out companies that are honestly more prone to sharing because they're more up and coming startups that want to obviously increase their awareness. So it's everything from Twain to Lex, Paper, Tome, all the way to Assembly, of course. And I really like that he calls out, what Relate does and puts it at the end to obviously make sure people know, hey, this is what I'm building as well. I think in general, these tech stack posts work really great for LinkedIn and Twitter. Bonus points if you tag the founders or the company and they actually obviously share them to increase impressions, but really easy piece of content to get started with and highly recommend you get started. I think in general, these tech stack posts work really great for LinkedIn and Twitter. Bonus points if you tag the founders or the company and they actually obviously share them to increase impressions, but really easy piece of content to get started with and highly recommend you get started.